In this video, I'll be trying to provide the organic chemistry test pass question solution on how to name organic compounds. Alright, so we have three compounds here, three organic compounds, 1, 2, 3. I will answer question 1 and 2, and then you try to answer question 3. Alright, let's take question 1. So solution there. Solution. Let's write out the given elements there. We have number 1, CH3CH. So number 1, we have this as CH3 and then CH. Next up, double bond CH single bond. Okay, so double bond CH single bond CH2 CH. So CH2 and then CH. Okay, double bond CH2. So we have a double bond, then we have CH2. Alright, so how do we name this particular compound? Now, to name compounds, what you have here is a condensed formula of the compound. What you want to do is to get the structural formula of this compound. So I'll start with this one here. You have CH3. That means 1 carbon atom and 3 hydrogen atoms. So it becomes 1, and then you have 2, and then you have 3. Combined with, you have the CH, that's 1 carbon and 1 hydrogen. Of course, you can choose to put the hydrogen on top here or below here, but it has to be in just one position. Alright, next up, I can see a double bond there. So double bond to CH, that's C there, and then H. Next up, a single bond, which is this. Then you have CH2, that's C, and 2 hydrogen, that's 1 and then 2, and then you have CH. So connect this with single bond to C and then H. The next up, double bond, so it becomes 1, 2, double bond. Then you can see CH2, that becomes C. H2 becomes, you can put this as H1 and then H2. This is correct. Or you could do H1 up and H2 down. This is also correct. Or if you so please, you can choose to do it as H1 here and H2 here. Still correct. Alright, so whichever pattern you choose, you have the correct answer. But for me, I prefer H1 up and then H1 by the side. So if you look at this compound here, this compound is correct. All the carbon are attached to 4 bonds. This one here has 4 bonds there. 1, 2, 3, 4. The second carbon here has 4 bonds. 1, 2, 3, 4. The third carbon has 4 bonds. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the rest of them. So they all have 4 bonds. That means the compound is correct. So how do we name this compound here? Looking at this, you can see that we have 2 double bonds. You have the first double bond at this position here, and then the second double bond at this position. Alright. Now, when you have 2 double bonds in a compound, it gives you what is called a diene. Alright. Diene simply means di, 2, and then in means double bond. So 2 double bonds. That's why you get the diene. So what you have here is a diene. So first things first, let's note that we have this compound as a diene, usually spelled together, diene. Okay, next up, count the longest. The rules in naming compound is number 1, longest continuous carbon chain. Alright, which would give us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, if you have 6, 6 gives us what is called a hex. Alright, 6 is a hex. Let me take this one off first. So we have 6 as the longest continuous carbon chain. So rule 1, get the longest continuous carbon chain, that's hex. Rule 2 is to identify the functional group. In this case here, the functional group is a double or is 2 double bonds. And that gives us what there? A diene. That's a functional group. Alright, number 3 says if you have a substituent. Alright, we've already treated how to name organic compounds in our previous class. I'll leave a link to that video on how to name organic compounds in the video description. Now, how do you name a diene? In naming a diene here, you want to make sure that you number this compound in such a way that you have the smallest numbering attached to the double bonds. If I start from here, I'm having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do upper numbering from left to right. I'm having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now notice that if I go with the lower numbering here, notice that after carbon 1, I'll have my double bond. In essence, from lower numbering, after carbon 1, I'll have the double bond. So I'll take down 1. Also, moving through the lower numbering, after carbon 4, I have my second double bond. So I'm having 1 and 4. That means I'll have to pass through carbon 1 and carbon 4 before I get my double bond, going through the lower numbering. Let's go through upper numbering, which is this way here. Observe that I have to pass through carbon 2 before I get to my double bond. So it becomes 2. And also, I have to pass through carbon 5 before I get to my second double bond. That's 2, 5. And the rule when it comes to naming compound is that we want to use the smallest numbering. So judging by the smallest numbering, obviously I'll have to go with what there? The lower numbering. Because with lower numbering, I'll just pass through carbon 1 and 4 before I get to both double bonds. So I'm going with the word there, lower numbering. So that's the concept there. Alright, let's take this off and then we're going to use the lower numbering and see how we can name this. So using lower numbering here, I can see that the double bond occurs at carbon 1 and carbon 4, right? So how do I attach it there? Now, for this, you call this compound hex. Now, note that for the dienes, you don't call it hexadiene. No, you call it hexa, all right? Hexa, 1, and then 4, and then diene, all right? So observe that you always add a to it. So it's a hexadiene, not just hexadiene, okay? That's the concept of naming dienes. All right, so the name of this compound is hexa 1,4-diene, or alternatively, you can call it 1,4-hexadiene. Still correct, okay? We've treated the concept of hexadiene in our class on organic chemistry. We've treated everything about dienes in our paid course on our website, or you can join the organic chemistry channel membership to gain access to exclusive content as well as the diene videos. All right, I'll leave a link in the video description. Let's go to the second example there. Example number 2. Okay, so example number 2, what I have there is CH3CH. So this is CH3 and then CH. Then in bracket CH3CH, in brackets we have CH3 and then CH. Okay. Again in bracket you have CH3. So in bracket you have CH3 and then CH2CH3. So I have CH2 CH3. Again, my first task here would be to draw the structure. Let's start with CH3. That's simply C, 1 up here, 1, 1 here, 2, 1 here, 3. Next up, CH. So C, you can attach the H upwards or downwards. Let's use upwards. Then you have CH3 here. So I'll bring CH3 this way. That's this. Next up, another CH. So I'm having C, again H upwards. You can see CH3 here. I'll just bring this downwards, CH3. Then CH2, so that's simply C, H2, 1 H up and 1 H down. And then finally CH3, that's 1, 2, and then 3. So here's my structural formula for the compound. Let's now name this compound. Of course, obviously, rule 1 says longest continuous carbon chain, which would be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I have 5 carbon atoms as my longest continuous carbon chain. 5 gives what is called a pent. That's the first rule. Second rule says get the functional group. Now, in this particular question here, you can see that the functional group is a single bond. And single bond being the functional group gives us the homologous series as alkanes, right, or alkane. Rule 3 says we should do the numbering in such a way that the smallest number will go to the substituent. In this case, if I take out my 5 carbon atoms that form the parent carbon, which is this one here, you observe that we have a carbon atom here, which is your methyl, and also another methyl here. These two methyl are called the substituents because they are not part of the parent carbon atom. So in that case, how do we number to get the smaller number to methyl here? If I number as 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, then number the other way around, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You can see that going with the lower numbering, methyl is attached to carbon 2 and carbon 3. That's 2 and 3, as opposed to, if I go with upper numbering, that's this one here, methyl is attached to what there? Carbon 4 and carbon 3. So my lower numbering is what I will use. That's 2 and 3. Okay? Alright, so I'll work with this. So I'm having 2 and 3 as the position of the methyl. So how do we name this compound? It becomes simply 2, 3. Now I have 2 methyl there. It becomes di. Di means 2, then methyl. It means that I have 2 methyl at position 2 and 3. Then the parent atom is pent and then an alkane. That becomes pentane. So that becomes a pentane. So I'm having this as pentane. So I'm having the name of this compound as 2,3-dimethyl pentane. Alright, that's for this compound here. Alright, the last question here, I will try to draw the structure for you and then you try to name it. Alright. Alright, question 3 there. We have CH3 and then C triple bonded to C and then CH into CH3 and then CH3. Alright, let's draw the compound, the structure for this compound. Start with CH3 first. So I'm having C, 1, 2, and then 3. Then you have C, that's carbon, with your triple bond. So 1, 2, 3. Another carbon there, so carbon, with CH, so single bonded to C. Take the H upwards, or you can choose downward if you want to. Next up, CH3, this one here. You can bring this down, CH3. And then finally, you now have this one here, CH3. That becomes C1, 2, 3. Now looking at this, you can see a triple bond, and that means it will be an alkyne. So how do you name this compound, or how do you name alkynes? Get the name of this particular structure. Leave your answer in the comment section, and I will tell you if you're correct or not. All right. So the name of this compound, leave it in the comment section, and I'll give you a reply. I will tell you if you're correct or not.
For complete video, visit www.jonemanual.com/courses and select the Organic Chemistry course. Or simply join the Organic Chemistry member group to get other exclusive organic chemistry videos.
Also, don't forget that you can get the full lecture on alkyne, which includes the nomenclature of alkyne, the preparation of alkyne, and all the reactions of alkyne from either my website or by joining the channel membership. All right, get it from my website by visiting www.jonahemmanuel.com/courses and then check out for the organic chemistry course. All right, do well to register an account to the website and then proceed to get the course, or you can get it by joining my channel membership. All right, I'll leave a link to my website as well as to join my channel membership in the video description. All right. Alright guys, so if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, like this video, and of course leave a comment. For the comments, I give you a task. Alright, the question 3, this one here. For the question 3 here, what's the name of this compound? Alright, leave the name of this compound in the comment section and I'll give you a reply. I will tell you if you're correct or not. Don't forget to also subscribe. If it's your first time here or you're yet to subscribe, please do well to subscribe, hit the bell icon and select all so that you get notified whenever we upload a new content. Finally, share this video to your friends so that they can also learn. Thank you and see you in our next class.